one of our listeners, to comment at the bottom or send some links that even like books and stuff. T that I'll also I can also share with you and stuff like that. So, there's one book I'm reading right now. It's called The Mountain Is You. Saying is like we're the ones that's in our own ways sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll put that link into the also in the comment, where you can go buy this book at. But I would like to gift this book to you, what I'm saying, and like and have you read it as well, because it really helps me, what I'm saying, like it really helps. Not that I'm saying I went through, I'm being abused by my wife, or saying abusing her, but it's like I just read things to remind me that I have other ways to express my anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know there's other ways I can address my the way I talk to somebody, right? Like my daughter be the first one to let you know that dad can go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, right? And T, you seen it on the games, you know what I'm saying? And you always tell me, Bob, calm down, it's not that serious, Bob. And I'm telling you, like I'm a better man now than I was before, you know what I'm saying? And so I mean, I think that to bring awareness to that is what we just talked about now, right? Like if you have if someone that T or KK that's listening to this podcast, that like now you heard these two women speak, that you can be involved in their lives even more, be part of their circle, right? Like KK said, have your circle ready. You feel me? And the people in your circle, man, don't have to experience what you've been through. The best people in your circle should be the people that listens, not the one that gives you feedback, the ones that listen. Because most people that goes through these things just want to be heard. They just want to be listened to, right? You just want to let them know that I've been through something so terrible, right? Watch this. I've been through something so terrible. All my voice has been taken away from me, right? Because that's what these men did. They took your voice away. They put fear in you that you couldn't go talk to somebody about this because you fear for your life if you did. So they literally took your voice away from you. Now we need that, we need women and men to give this voice back to these women that's been abused, right? And that's by listening to them. You know what I'm saying? And really, really caring about what they're saying, right? Because yes, I can listen to my daughter and turn around and, give violence to violence. You know what I'm saying? Because and I'll justify that. But I know that she's just like, that's not necessary. All I want you to listen to me and understand me, that what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And that, that it mean if I do talk to her, I tell her it's not your fault. And I hope you both know that it's not your fault. But you did nothing wrong, and that even though T that you were talking to one of your ex, you know what I'm saying? This is it's still a friendship type. So maybe you just trust it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone that you consider, a close friend of yours now, that didn't work in a relationship, that you can still be friends, right? And for the record, a lot of men can handle that. A lot of men cannot handle that, right? You can't handle that. And sometimes that's not necessary. Need to be out there, right? Because what's in your past should stay in your past, right? And you should focus on what's in front of you, correct? But if we're giving no light and no excuses to what men do when it comes to this type of abuse or any abuse, right? So once again, let's see. So looking back, what would you have wanted to know or understand that could have helped you much sooner?
For me, I think I wish I knew that that you can't really think of anything. I just wish I knew that the person that I was introduced to was a lie. I wish I knew that he had I think father issues, and he also had mom issues, because his mom knew what type of person he was, because she was in similar situations with her own son. So
so you wish that you would ask them questions
like, yeah, I wish I was aware that it was to the extent, because I noticed that, I noticed this before, but I didn't think of anything of it. Her room was upstairs, and it has like metal steel behind the door. So she protected herself from her own son.
What?
And she had her own fridge up there. She had her own little kitchenette. She had her own bathroom. So she literally had her own protection against her own son.
So she was in like a prison cell,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
To
Wow.
protect herself. So I think according to the neighbors, it was not the first time that a situation came out like that from their house. So
So you wish
um
that you had known the signs
yeah, I wish
pre relationship,
yeah,
right? Like,
pre-relationship, like I wish like maybe the mom could have talked to me about it, like personally, maybe just to warn me a little bit about, like, her son could be this way, just try to, and I don't know, maybe she could have helped him in such ways, because I think he had a lot of issues, like father issues. He had a dark side basically. So it's like I never saw the red flags. So I wish I knew that there is red flags in it.
absolutely. They,
Yeah.
and would you, do you think going forward, would you ask these questions now in the next,
Yeah.
your next relationship? Like, ask,
Yes.
what I'm saying, like really getting to know their family members as well, right? It's important.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
let me meet your mom, your sisters, them. Maybe meet your brothers. You feel
And then
me?
we talk to
Let me
them.
talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's important. It's like,
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
I want to know your whole family background. You know, what's
Yes.
what's your social security number? You know what I'm saying? You did a full black background check on these dudes now, right?
Yeah.
Real
Correct.
talk.
Correct.
And about what
Yeah.
you
And
think,
I.
Caitlin?
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. Finish off.
No, I also found out that he was in jail before too, and like it's a lot of things that I wish I knew in
Absolutely.
during the relationship, but it was never talked about and it was never brought up. So yeah.
Wow.
Well, me on the other hand, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest, like, it's not a wish I knew anything, because it's more of like I seen it before in my life so it's like, I know right from wrong. I'm not trying to speak for everybody in y'all experience, so don't take this to heart or take it wrong. I just mean it as in, like, I was one of those females that just did turn my cheek, like, I knew that what he was doing was wrong. I seen some of the red flags, but I just, that love was just deep, and I guess I was just young and I just wanted to chase, love. So, and I had it, That's what I'm saying. There was not really much of a wish I knew anything. I knew better. I should have did better, but that's why for in the future, obviously, for my thing, I asked my boyfriend, like, tell me about everything. Like, tell me about, your past, and tell me about your parents and what your parents been through and everything, so that I know what type of, like, I know your childhood and I know what you've been through, because that kind of like reflects on the type of man that you are today. So that would kind of give me a better insight on, if you are gonna, be a little bit aggressive or whatever, But yeah, I just say that, yeah, that's what,
I mean, seriously, like you said, like at the end of the day, it's communication, correct? Is like talking and having these hard conversations, right? Because, and also the most important part of all this, listen to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That intuition, listen to that intuition, the inner self, that inner child screaming at you, like, get the hell out of this, right? Or like, it's there's not enough questions that is enough questions. You know what I'm saying? You can't say there's, how much you can, how many questions, or how many questions you should ask the person, right? You should know everything about this person. I mean, not even like if it's someone you think about marrying, you like think about you about to give your body or to your mind or your time to this person. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like seriously, you guys are younger than I am, right? And when we had when AIDS came out, you know what I'm saying? When AIDS hit, the pandemic AIDS came out, boy, I'm telling you, people, hey, sign this paper right here. Let me know what your baseline is. When last time you go see the doctor? You know what I'm saying? Like, how long you been skinny for? You feel me? What's going on with your life? You feel me? Like, I'm serious. Like, and people understand, like getting to know somebody is really truly getting to know somebody. It's not just like, you know what I'm saying, this basic surface type of, communication with each other. Like, oh, what's your color, your favorite color? What kind of food you like?
It's like middle school relationship.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what was your father like? How's your mom and dad's relationship?
It's like get deep into it. And I also have something that I wanted to add that's a little bit on and off topic. I feel like, especially my generation, I just want to say that y'all do normalize the most wildest things. That's part of like right now with domestic violence. Y'all in a way kind of like normalized it because people will post online about, couples will post their fights online and like they'll be like, oh, F you, this and that, and then they're swinging, throwing stuff at each other, and then people in the comments are making a joke out of it, reposting it, telling, oh, how hard I will go about my man. Like, this is just, it's not a joke. And that's why, women see stuff that y'all post and then they sit there and be like, well, if y'all think we're a joke because of what we go through and everything, then, I really feel like I can't go. Like, social media is a joke. It makes everything like, a joke, and it's just not cool anymore because look at like where we're at in life. People are, taking a different route and, offing themselves because of situations like this where they just feel like they can't go to nobody about it, and it's just stop normalizing things. It's getting sad now.
And so I'll just end this by telling you guys, thank you once again for coming on to Talking with Dawson and having this conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that everyone that's listening to this can really, not only relate to it, but it also give feedback because, like this is a continuous battle. This ain't something that's going to go away overnight. This is going to constantly be part of everyone's life, every day in some form. Maybe your child, maybe your friend, maybe, someone at work. Someone's out there getting abused. And, just be prepared to have these, conversation and if you really love that person, really care for that person, just listen to them. Listen to what they have to say and, and give them the necessary help. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, girl, you stupid for going back because you don't understand what that person's going through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, why you with that dude? He do this. You don't understand what that woman, how she dealt with love her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Through her experiences about love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. But I remember I'm going to leave this out, right? I'm going to leave this with this. My therapist told me to truly know the story behind someone's life, right, is understanding where they came from and what they've been through, right? When someone's been abusive to you, find out how that impacted their life before. Not that you stayed, but just realize that it's something in their lives that happened to them. And not every man or every woman carry that same gene, that genetic gene, right? Because there's really good men out here. There's good women out here, right? And unfortunately, some of them are married already and taken already, right? So, and again, another thing, you don't have to fix shit. That's not your job. People have to fix themselves. You cannot fix somebody else. You can't make people love you. Right? They have to love themselves first. And I told my wife when I first met her, I said, you can't make me happy. You can only increase my happiness. Because I'm already happy. So don't focus your whole life with me trying to make me happy. Just focus your whole life trying to increase in my happiness. Reciprocate everything I'm reciprocating from you. Right? And I've learned this stuff by going through a whole lot of shit in my own, you know what I'm saying? And being, I wasn't, the best of any of my relationships until now. We're not going to tune on to that much, right into that, but, the ones that love me and know me personally know what I've been through, what I've done. and I'm not proud of a lot of the steps I've been through and I've done, but I'm a better person now, and there's hope for everyone if they're willing to get the help, you know, and that's all it takes is wanting to change, right? And I believe in my heart when this woman takes this office in the White House, that it's going to empower women all around the world.
Yes.
And this is what the world needs. They need Mother Nature to shine again. You feel me? We've been in a dark age for a long time. We need Mother Nature to remove those clouds and let the sun shine again in our lives. And so we like to thank you guys for listening to this episode. We're talking with Dawson. T, I love you, and I hope this is not your last time being on this show. I mean, I'd love to bring you back here again and talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for sharing your story. And KK, thank you for sharing your story. And you guys, please comment below, and let's get these women some help and encouraging them to move forward, in their journey for love. So, T, I'm telling you right now, a man will be crazy to not see you and truly see who you are, right? And I mean that. I got that opportunity and pleasure to see you for who you truly are. You feel me?
Yes.
I love everything about you, mommy. All right?
Yes, I love you too, Mom. I love you too, KK. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, no problem.
Can
we get this on tape right now? Are you gonna come back for another episode?
Sure, for sure.
All right. Let's do this then. You know what I'm saying? Continue the segment. You know what I'm saying? The saga gotta go on.
Yep.
All right,
I hope we can get Heartbreaker and
absolutely. We're gonna have a Call of Duty reunion. All right, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Let's do that. All right, peace,
love you guys. Bye.
Right.
See you. Bye.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe.